Hey, it's your Reigning Supreme, the Dog Queen. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are looking at Toralei. I've been wanting this for so long. For so damn long. Toralei is the last of the signature dolls that I had when I was a kid. Which doesn't complete my childhood collection. Well, it wasn't mine, it was technically my sister's, but like, same diff. Because we also had a couple of Dead Tireds, Dawn of the Dance, the Physical Education, Ghoulia, couple from Ghoulia Beach, and I think that was it from the other lines. Not entirely sure, but yeah, this is the last one that I got from the signature line, because Toralei is fierce in everything, and I love her. She's always been one of my faves. So yeah, very, very happy about her. So as we can see, same sort of Trapper Keeper box style, where they just copy and paste Ghoulia's little like pattern right there, because I would buy one to keep in the box because I love Toralei so much, but because they didn't make this pattern right here, the little scratch stripes, since they didn't make that right here like it should have been, I don't want one in box because it makes me disappointed. I'd rather have just an OG one in box with the weird coffin window thing. I like it, but I like this packaging style more when they actually get this right. And then there's her little symbol up here. I should probably do that. That's her little symbol with the little window cutout. And then down here it says Toralei, daughter of the werecat, with that. And fun fact, werecats are not really in media very much. Their like first like main appearance was in the werecat movie by Stephen King, where they were like werecat aliens. But the first like proper werecat, no alien attached, is actually Scooby-Doo. So from Zombie Island. Yeah, it took that long for werecats to be like a monster in media. And then down here it says 10/29 National Cat Day Volunteer Sesh. Okay. So October 29th. Then up here it says, just because we've got 9 lives doesn't mean we need to rush through this one. Okay, lady. And then down here it says, Confessions of a Master Prankster. Then that Ghoulia pattern continues there. Over here we have Toralei and the crest. And then back here we have Meet the Frighteningly Fashionable Teenage Children of the World's Most Famous Monsters. She is 15, but I'm still on my first of 9 lives. Her pet is Sweet Fangs. So yeah, Sweet Fangs is my saber-toothed tiger cub. She's much more cuddly than I am. Her favorite food are milkshakes and anchovies. Is that how you say it? Anchovies? Yeah. Milkshakes and anchovies, separately, not mixed together. Thank you for clarifying. And then BFFs are Meowdy and Persephone. So as you can see, everyone's little symbols, including Nephra's. And then there is her full artwork and little Sweet Fangs. And then it says, the Crafty Kitty of Chaos. That is her, like little, would you call it origin story? But like not really, because I don't think it's canon. Yeah, whatever. Then there's her barcode, because her and Operetta should restock and are supposedly going to pop up at select Walmart and Targets. We all know how the Wave 2 one happened. There was like maybe like 50 total that actually put them in stores. So yeah, let's go ahead and unbox this bitch. Yeah, Miss Diva out of the box. But first, we're gonna look at her accessories. So, I guess we're starting off with the purse. Um, I thought she came with a different purse for the longest time because apparently we ended up having the Toralei fashion pack that came out like shortly after the doll was released. Because I remember the like cat head slash belt purse. So probably won't ever get that fashion pack, but that'd be pretty cool if I were to able if I were able to. And then the purse she comes with is just this red plastic purse with a little pocket right there. I guess a yarn ball and two little feathers, and then a little cord up here, some silver spikes right here, and then black painted on the front. So it's kind of like a leather purse with like some scratch marks on it. Pretty cool. Um, a nice little purse. Definitely better than the backpacks that we get in G3. And then we have the black brush and black stand. I was really, really, really hoping that we would get, because like this is the moment when, or like the wave when all the core dolls just got black stands and brushes, and I really was really hoping that they would like switch that and make her get like an orange or red stand, because like the other ones got colored stands. Come on, it's fine, I guess. Then we have her diary, which I still fucking love. I love the diaries. I prefer a diary, brush, and a stand versus all of the random accessories. And I think I would have too as a kid because I really did like having. I didn't care about the diary, I'll be honest. I was like, ooh, a book, a little booklet, how cute. And then nothing. But I loved the stands. It helped so much during playtime. So I think kids would really love some stands. But yeah, just to says Toralei. Better have 9 lives if I can catch you reading my diary. Okay. And just like the rest of them, the little About Me section has been taken away because this has both the English and French version. So sad. And then we have her pet, Sweet Fangs, which I have always loved. Little Sweet Fangs here, a little saber-toothed tiger. Super cute. And then she has the little, this is like a very like thin polyester material. It's not very nice, but it does the job, and it's not cheap satin, so like it's fine by me. Just tied around there. Super cute, has all like the little stripes going on. Love Sweet Fangs. And then now to get into Miss Toralei. So her face, from what I've seen, is an exact like 1-to-1 recreation, minus the cheek stripes being slightly higher. Other than that, it's like a 1-to-1 recreation of her face. And it looks so good. The green and the pink eyeshadow right there. The little scotch eyebrow. A little bit of silver on the bottom. And then her like berry lips that are nice and full. Little cheek stripes, and then there's still this little patch right here of like orange, like a slightly darker orange. It's really cool. I don't know how they did that, if it's just airbrushing or something. I don't know, but I like it. And then her hair is just this little side part bob, which always looks the best on her. We love the side part bob. And it's like this, I don't know, like this scotch color that she's known for, but like redder, or not redder, like darker. So yeah, it could also be a little darker because it's caked in gel, which this isn't my favorite. Was very like, if it were me as a kid, I would have washed the shit out. But now that I know better, I'm not, just because of the front right here that has a little stripe of orange, which looks really good, but it has these little printed stripes on them to give the little stripes in the hair. And I think that's really pretty. It's really cool. It's already, like, you can see a little separation there already. And I haven't really been moving her hair or touching it too much, but yeah. they just gel it and then they put some sort of like paint or like paint mixed with hair gel or something to just paint on the stripes. It's probably some sort of like stencil. Um, but yeah, that's what they do. Um, and if I were a kid, I would have washed all of this gel out, including the stripes, because they wash away. And then I would have been like, oh no, the stripes are gone. And then maybe even like Sharpied them on or something. I don't know. But now that I know better, if I wanted to do that, I would. I'm not gonna bother washing the hair. I don't want to redo all the stripes and stuff. But if I felt like it, I would wash the hair and then re-gel just like this strip only, and then put the stripes in. But I don't feel like it, so she's just gonna have helmet head, like very hard. And then her earrings are two little studs right here, and then a hoop. I've seen some people have different, like I've seen one person on Reddit get a like pair of gold earrings on Toralei versus the silver, and then also got another person got Toralei who was like all gelled and stuff but didn't have the hair stripes. If I got that, I would have washed hair out immediately. Yeah, so that's very interesting. Then moving on, I guess I'll take her off the stand because the tail's starting to get in the way. Her jacket is definitely the nicest piece that she has on her. It's this like thin material. It's just this material, I believe. So pretty thin, but they added this like diamond, almost black, like material pattern on it. They just ironed it on so it looks a little nicer and like more like leather. And then a sparkly trim going all the way around, which is really nice. And then also the back right here, look at the sculpting detail on that. Like that's pretty fucking cool. But this is so it gives the collar some structure, and it was able to add the spikes in there, and that's all sewn on, so that's also nice. And then she has this orange little scarf or handkerchief that is tied on to the neck right there. Same material as the rest of it, which is not very high quality. As you can see, it's pretty thin. Ugh. It's sticky from the hair gel. Ooh. So I will probably... Ugh. I mean, it's not wet, so I assume that it just got on here and is now... It doesn't feel the best, but whatever. Then she has sculpted on gloves, which is my favorite. I prefer the sculpted on gloves. The fabric gloves are fine, and the rubber gloves are also fine, but sculpted on gloves just look the best, if I'm being honest. So we have just a typical fingerless glove right here with some painted like silver spikes. Then on this hand, we have this like fingerless glove looking thing, no painted silver right here, which is unfortunate, but it is painted front and back. Pretty nice. I do like that. And then she has this like, I'm gonna call it a dress because it goes like below the crotch. Like this is definitely like a dress that she cut and then even cut further right here. And it has our signature red with black and white little stripes that are like look like scratches as well. And this is again the same like thinner material, so it's not the nicest. Like this, the whole jacket, the little scarf, and then going, well, the leggings are all right, but it's not the nicest materials used, so there's that. But I think that's because when creating this doll, they had to go a little cheaper on the materials so they could get more budget into the body modification for her tail. So, and the gloves. So, like, I guess it's fine. And then, like, I have no issues with it. Like, it's a pretty decent outfit. It's definitely, like I said, noticeably lower quality than, say, even Operetta, and, like, Gulia, and Cleo, just like obviously like a little cheaper, but that is okay. We have this little belt right here that is a little silver buckle and then gold. I don't like the random gold, if I'm being honest, Because, like, silver, why the gold? Why? Whatever. That's just what they originally did, but I'm just saying I don't like it very much. And then we have her leggings right here, which are, again, pretty thin material. Like, I don't know, it's fine. It's a little thicker than this, so it does stay black. But it is 2 layers. So this is the upper layer that has little cuts in it, and then the below layer is like this red mesh. So I think that's pretty cool. Like, this ends up looking really cool, but I think that this little material, the black material, could have been a little thicker on top, make it more like legging-like, or maybe even, I don't know, just something a little different. But yeah, ends up making a pretty cool effect. And then for the shoes, I have no qualms with the shoes. They are pretty cool. They're these little wedges that have a bunch of like red buckles in the front, red soles, and then silver studs. So I don't have issues with these. These aren't the coolest Monster High shoes, but they do the job well. And then, as you can see, she does have some leg stripes right here, and a lot of them that are brown. Yeah, and these stripes go all the way up her thigh. So, like, if I were to do this, you can see all of the stripes, which are sick as fuck. And I wish that G3 Toralei was able to get all of these, like, stripe decos. And then I believe her arm has, this arm has all of the stripes as well, going all the way down. Which, let me pop off the jacket so I can show ya. So yeah, you can see all the stripes down this arm, which is just really cool. And I wish that we got that with G3 Toralei, but they skimped out on the stripes, dude. They skimped out on the stripes. And then here we have the tail, which this is the only Monster High tail, or like Werecat tail, to actually have, like, this is a whole like separate piece that's been pressed into the back. Like, it's not like a normal tail, like you can see it's like a whole separate piece that's been put into there, because this shit has a wire. Like, you see all those little dots? We looked at the Teen Titans Go shit a couple weeks ago. We know what that means. That means a wire bendable tail, which is awesome and really cool. So it is a whole posable tail, and it makes me sad that we did not get a posable tail for any of the other characters, because then after that they went with the static tail that could just pivot. We didn't get cool bendable tail anymore. Like, of course, having an articulated tail is sick as fuck. So, of course, this took a lot of the budget away from, like, having thicker materials, but they still did a great job for what they were able to do, or, like, for what they were given. And then when it comes to her arms, they are moving, but I'm pretty sure she has the same... Oh! The gag of the century. What the fuck? What the fuck? Both arms too? See? This is the thicker peg that came with the other Creeproductions from 2022, and with Jennifer and Venus from Fang Club and Fangvo. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why did Toralei get the, I'm fucking glad she did. I love this arm peg system, like, so much. Like, this is just this is amazing, and just such an improvement. But why did she get the new arm pegs and Operetta didn't? Like, why didn't Operetta get the old arm pegs too? Was it because they already sculpted her with the other arm pegs now, and they didn't want to because like of the Fang Vote doll, and they didn't, or Fang Club doll, and they didn't want to resculpt that one arm. That is so weird. Because like they resculpted Jennifier's body to do that. I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. Because she was made in, Operetta was made in China. And she was, yeah, also made in China. What the hell? I am really confused. But I'm happy that she got that. Okay. Work. Yeah, so that is gonna be it for the overview of this Toralei, the re-review. She, again, by the time this video comes up, operettas would have been released, and like these dolls would have come in and out of stock again because they only wanted to restock Toralei and Operetta, but not the Werecat twins, which I think is mean and bully behavior, because in this economy, you should be grateful that we're even considering buying your dolls. Just saying. But I wanted to compare her with G3 Toralei because I never could back when these were released. So, as you can see already, she has a Werecat nose and she doesn't. Which I always thought that was weird because, like, Meowdy, Persephone, Caddy, and Katrine all had noses and Toralei didn't. So, yeah, a little strange, but she does. She has her nose. God, I did not realize how wonky she was. I was not the best at picking out dolls back then. And then, because I was only collecting Rainbow High, so I didn't understand. So, as you can see, the hair is a lot brighter. Like, this is, like, a lot more toned down. Yeah, but it's a lot brighter of a red, which is very interesting. But, I mean, it makes sense. G3 is a lot brighter in color scheme. That was my dog running in. And then, as you can see, they did carry on the little orange stripe in the front, but they added pink to her hair, which doesn't look that great, if I'm being honest. I tolerate it, but I'm so glad that they stopped doing that. And then face-up wise, or like skin tone-wise, they're exactly the same. And then pretty, like, similar, very, like, skinny, slender faces. And then her stripes are up here versus hers being right here. And then this jacket, I would say, is nicer than this jacket in material, but then the little ribbon stuff and the studs are nicer. And then, I mean, they both have kind of thin, cheapy materials used, so that's kind of fine. I would give the edge to her for having the double layer pants. And then the shoes are about equal. And then for, I'm just talking quality wise, and honestly style wise, I might even prefer the G3 ones. I love a good boot. And then, as you can see, the tails are different because the G3 tail is the sculpted pivotable tail, while this one is the very, very unique bendy tail. So yeah, just wanted to compare those because I never was able to. So that is going to be it for Miss Toralei. Oh wait, I forgot about Sweet Fangs. Sweet Fangs is my favorite pet from G3. I just think that she is so cute here. And she has the little, like, she is just adorable. Unfortunately, her stripes are not painted on her body like this one is. And then she has the removable red collar, just like she has the little tie right there. Just super cute. I like her, but I think I like maybe another, I like Sir Hoots a lot more. But this one, love, super cute. So, oh, I wish this one had toe beans. Anyway, that is going to be it for Miss Toralei. From an extreme, I grant you a full glorious, fantabulous day. Toodles!